Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Tea Time. This is Teresa. It is Saturday. I don't know what the date is. What is it, April 322nd? I don't know. But it is Saturday. I do know that because I'm not working today. I hear somebody coming up behind me. What are you doing?
Being a square.
Derek's been very busy these last couple of weeks. He's been working on a lot of different projects, and I'm going to insert a picture of the squirrel feeder that he made single-handedly in like a day and a half. I told him, I said, we should have a squirrel feeder, and like 2 days later he brings me the squirrel feeder. I'm like, oh, that's so adorable. So he attached it to our apple tree. So now every day we have 3 squirrels so far that come and empty it out. Well, I'll tell you, it is very cute to watch. I don't know if any of you watch any of my other videos, but last summer he burned out the old half tree trunk in the backyard, and I made a gnome garden sort of around it, and he cut some indentations in the stump, and I put little gnome figurines in there, and he burned out the top. So I put some soil in there, and I plant flowers and viney things, and it's just so cute. Well, I don't know if this year I'm going to be able to do that, because now the squirrels take the nuts from the squirrel feeder and they take them to the stump to the top and they bury them. Now what am I going to do? You know, if I plant plants and they're just going to dig them up. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't. Maybe I'll put some ivy in there or something. Maybe they won't bother that. I don't know anything about plants or squirrels. So who knows? But anyway, it's been very cute to watch the squirrels go to the feeder, and they'll grab a nut and they'll go up into the tree and they'll sit and eat it. And sometimes they bury it and sometimes they run around with it. It's just adorable. So I'm so happy that he did that. Another thing that he did, hey, I'll insert a picture. I'll go out and take a picture of it and I'll insert it here. It's, okay, so our garbage cans, we have 2 of them. Normally we keep them in the garage. I don't like them by the deck. I just think they're unsightly. And I planted some hostas in front of the deck, so where they normally sit would smother the hosta. So I told him, I said, I don't know what to do with the garbage cans, because he's got a lot of projects going on in the garage, and he just simply doesn't have room for the garbage cans. So he made like a camouflage wood thing and painted it. What?
A hideaway.
Is that what it's called? A hideaway?
Garbage can hideaway.
A garbage can hideaway.
Don't forget about the electricity in the garage either.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So he built and painted the garbage can hideaway, and I'll insert a picture of that here. And when we moved in here, the garage had a light switch, but it didn't work. And the neighbor told us that there had been a fire in the garage, a small fire. I don't see any evidence of that anywhere in there, but maybe they replaced everything. I don't know. But anyway, his buddy, who is knowledgeable with electricity and building, he has like a side business where he does things like that for people. So anyway, he came over here and the 2 of them went out there. Now there's electric in the garage, there's outlets, there's overhead lights. So, you know, it's really become a workshop for him. So anyway, the garbage cans needed to go. So now there's this cute thing out beside the house that hides them. So he's just, thank you God for quarantine. He has gotten so much stuff done around the house you don't even know. But anywho, I'm not saying that the quarantine hasn't had its downfalls, because it has. We haven't been able to host friends or family, even though my daughter did come over last weekend because I made a pot of chicken and dumplings, and she loves that. So she came over, and I packed her up some to go, and I got to see her and my grandson. Of course, I didn't kiss him or anything, you know. I almost felt like I was breaking the law having him in the house, but we did take precautions, and you know, so I hope you don't think bad of me. But besides, she works anyway. Her and her boyfriend work outside the home. He works in management at the post office, and she works at a trucking company. So I mean, they're both out and around people every day. So I'm not saying they don't come home and wash their hands before they touch the baby, but I mean, I'm just saying they haven't been isolated. So anywho, so yeah, I got to see them last weekend, and it was nice. What else was I going to say? Oh, I have started getting packages in the mail from a big order I put in on Walmart.com for some spring/summer clothes. I don't order bottoms from online, Walmart or any other place, because I really have to try them on. My body is such a freaky, weird, disproportionate pile of blubber that I have to literally try the bottoms on. But I do get pretty lucky with ordering shirts and jackets, and I ordered a couple of summer dresses, and I so want to be that person that can just throw on a simple summer dress and some strappy sandals and go about my day. I'm frumpy. I'm short and I'm round. So it's really hard to find something that I think looks okay. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to do a haul. I've gotten a few packages. I'm still waiting for a purse and a pair of shoes and a shirt. So hopefully I'll get that in the next week or so, and then I'll do a haul. It's going to be exciting. Maybe I'll do a try on too. I really don't like to do that because, like I said, I think I'm frumpy. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what kind of mood I'm in. But anywho, today's video, if I ever get to the point, is last week I did a new centerpiece for my dining room table. It's 3 jars, red, white, and blue, and I put some flower arrangements in there inside of a wooden box on my dining room table. And I thought I needed something to scatter around them. I had some stuffed hearts and some pine cones. I didn't care for the way that looked. So what I did, I was going to sew some gingham hearts and stuff them with filling, but you know what? I looked on Pinterest and I found something even easier. I just made some templates with cardboard and wrapped them in twine and what is this called again? It's not twine. Cotton something. I find this in the hardware section of the Dollar Tree. This is always in the twine, or not the twine section, the craft section. But this you can't find there. You have to go to the not the automotive, but the hardware section. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to find out though before I cut away to actually showing you how to do this. But yeah, I made these, and it was so much easier than sewing. So let's just go ahead and get right to it, and I'll show you how I made them. Okay. Well, I'll be damned if it's not called cotton twine. So it is twine, it's just cotton twine. Anyway, it's white. So, okay, I also bought these the other day. Now, why did I buy these? I don't remember what I used them for. Oh, I know what I used them for. I took 3 of them and painted them black and glued them to the front of the jars I made. But what I did in addition to that is I took some of the bigger ones and I also wrapped them in twine, which didn't turn out as well, I don't think, as the bigger ones. But, you know, what are you going to do? Not everything can be perfect. But they look okay. So I'm just going to show you how I did it. So what you're going to need is you're going to need twine, yarn, cotton twine, big fat thread, anything you want to wrap. I printed off, because listen, I could not, I tried for a half an hour to freehand draw a star. I couldn't do it. It looked wonky. So I just went online and opened up a Word document and copied and pasted an outline of a star. And I printed it off on our printer. So I used two different sizes. This is the smaller of the two. And this is, see, you can see how bigger that one is. So I made 4 of the jute twine stars, and I'm going to make 4 of the, no, 2 of the jute twine and 2 of the cotton twine in the big stars, 2 of each in the medium stars, and then again 2 of each of the of these. So I've got, I think, enough to scatter around in there. So let me just show you. Okay, so you're going to need a star template in cardboard. You're not going to be able to use printer paper, and you're not going to be able to use poster board. It has to be a thick, stiff cardboard. You're going to need scissors. You're going to need twine or some other kind of material to wrap the star in. And you're going to need a glue gun with plenty of glue sticks. So what I do to get started is I'm just going to put, and this cardboard came from a, it's just trash. I save my trash. Do you? Doesn't everybody? I save certain boxes to use for my crafting. This happened to be a box of Rice Krispie treats. Derek absolutely adores Rice Krispie treats, and I told him, I said, you know, I have made Rice Krispie treats my whole life. So I made him a batch one time, and they were absolutely awful. And I told him, maybe from now on you just buy your own, you know, at the store. Just let's get store-bought. I don't know what I did, but they turned out awful. I don't know, it's been a while. So maybe my ratio of melted marshmallow and cereal were not right, but anywho. So that's where I got this cardboard. So I glue a piece on the back or on the front, however you want to look at it. It doesn't matter, it's going to be covered. You know, just to hold it to get myself started. And I just kind of, during Valentine's Day, I'm going to throw this on the floor. It unravels as I go. During Valentine's Day, I actually did a craft similar to this where I used hearts and wrapped them in twine and yarn. And I made a garland with it. It was super cute. So it's the same premise. You know, if you've ever wrapped a yarn ball, you know, it's kind of like that. You are going to use quite a bit of, you know, whatever you use to wrap it with. And then now the star tips, those are tricky, tricky dicky. So what I do is I take the glue gun and I put some glue on the back of it all the way to the tip. Okay, and then there's glue on the back, so it holds that twine so it doesn't slip off. And then I'm going to do, I need another glue stick. So I'm going to go ahead and do it on this tip, and then wrap this around. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next tip. Some glue on the back. Okay, and then so on and so forth. You're just going to go around the star and wrap the tips to get them covered. Okay. And everything in my house, most of my crafts are what I consider primitive or rustic. And so that, you know what that means? That means not everything has to be perfect. How convenient for me. Okay, so once you get the tips done, I'm just going to, you know, there's a little bit of cardboard I can see. So I'm just gonna use this twine and just wrap it around. Until I think it looks good. And I think that looks fine. So then I'm going to take it around the back and I'm going to cut it. Okay. And I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on the back to glue this down. A project wouldn't be a project unless I burned my finger on a glue stick. Hot glue coming through. Okay, so now you can see it's covered. And we've got all of them ready. So let me cut away and we'll go downstairs and we'll fix it up. Hold on. Okay, now we're down in my dining room, and like I said, when I put these out here, I had these pine cones and hearts, which I made for Valentine's Day. I don't know, maybe I will keep the gingham ones in there. Let me take all this stuff out, the pine cones, and then let's put the stars in. I'll show you what it looks like.
Sorry about this stuff. I gotta take this to the brush.
Okay, I'm back, and I've got the stars in here, and I think they look adorable. You know, they're like bowl fillers. I did keep a couple of hearts in here just because how stinking cute are they. And, you know, I even put some, you know, behind. Oh, I love it. Very cute. Very festive. Okay, well, that's it for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And enjoy your weekend. It's going to rain tomorrow, so we're probably going to be hunkered down in here watching Netflix. Until next time, bye-bye, guys.